Darwin was a regular university student until the day he discovered online music. This phenomenon changed his life forever. Today, we will explore this industry in detail, the risks, benefits, and opportunities.
This will go down in history as a turning point for the music industry. This is landmark stuff. I can't overestimate it. Back in 2003, Apple CEO Steve Jobs saw potential in the digital music industry, and he started iTunes. Today, nearly 4 years later, iTunes has over 6 million songs available and has had over 3 billion downloads since it was started. However, although Apple does have clear dominance in the paid online music market, in fact, over 70% market share of music downloads, there are several other key competitors. From Amazon and MSN to Real Player and Walmart, the industry has seen massive expansion in the past few years and growth into a multi-billion-dollar industry. In fact, today, online sales account for over 6% of total music revenues. In contrasting this to the traditional music industry, there are several key differences. In the online industry, customers are given the opportunity to purchase electronic versions of songs, either single tracks or bundled by albums. In this case, customers are not only given a more convenient option, but they also benefit from wider and more personalized choice of music. For retailers, they're not limited to local demand. They can now sell to a global market. They also enjoy significant cost savings. While a physical CD retails for about $16 and costs roughly $6.40 to make, costs are essentially zero for online music retailers. And consequently, companies like iTunes can charge roughly $10 for a downloaded album. However, this industry does have its downsides. It is plagued by several problems. To elaborate on these issues, we have an anonymous guest who has agreed to share his story with us.
I'm a big music fan and have been getting my music from online for several years now. From peer-to-peer networks such as Napster, or from websites that have free music uploaded, there have been many options for me to get my music online. I also have an iPod, but I've been kind of reluctant to purchase any of the songs offered on the iTunes store simply because, well, if I can get the songs free without any problems, then what makes the iTunes people think that I'd buy each individual song for 99 cents? I think if iTunes will become successful, there'll be a lot of other things to consider besides piracy. For instance, if all the songs are offered digitally, what's the point of going to HMV or Future Shop? I mean, the CDs there cost $16 each. Why don't we just buy it on iTunes for $10? There'd be no point for music retailers to carry any of the physical products anymore. Music retailers, certain departments in the music industry, and record labels would eventually become irrelevant.
And now we go live to Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa for a piece on the opportunities in the music industry.
Thank you, Krishna. Despite the many risks of the online music industry, there are also countless opportunities for prospective business and consumer alike. On the service provider side, because of the fast-growing trend toward more value-added products, retailers are fighting for market share through differentiation, each having the goal of becoming the industry standard for music download. And because music is now available in more format and gadgets, retailers can not only provide music service, but they can also incorporate them with the other lines of business, such as phone service, to create innovative products that capture consumers who value the basics of these products: convenience, accessibility, and yes, music. Growth in the online music industry entails a need for cooperation with its technology partner. There's a trend toward increasing interoperability, making downloading, uploading, and listening to music more convenient than ever. Eventually, downloading music format will be so universal and technical devices so accommodating that it's virtually impossible to listen to downloaded music from anywhere in the world on any music listening device. The online music industry is particularly beneficial for new music labels. With advances in technology and ease in implementing an online music retail site, Music labels are becoming their own music retailer and bypass third-party sector of the industry, thereby getting music straight from the producers to the consumers. Trisha Takanawa reporting from David Land Negative. Thank you.
And now we will go to my interview with industry expert Shalina. So Shalina, can you tell me a little bit more about who online music retailing affects?
Online music retailing includes and affects the participation of artists, online retailers, recording studios, and music fans. And although not all these people are affected in the same way by the internet, there are various benefits involved with the digital technology.
I see, but what impact does it actually have on the artists?
Although online music retailing causes a fall in the sales of artist records, the fact is that the internet can at the same time be very beneficial to them. The artists who have signed contracts with record labels can increase their fame thanks to the internet and recover a lot of the money they lose from concerts and merchandising. On the other hand, the internet can also help independent record labels compete with major players by being able to promote a number of bands cheaply on websites that they know that fans will visit.
That's a good point, but what advantage would online retailers have over traditional ones?
Looking onto online retailers, a significant difference between online marketing and traditional promotional techniques is that word of mouth can go national and international in a matter of minutes rather than days or weeks. Online retailers can essentially sell to anyone in the world and are by no means limited to local demand.
Now, how would you say this affects the music fans?
Looking at music fans, an important point to note is that 81% of those who download music spend at least the same amount on records, or even more than they did before downloading from the internet. It's also been proven that free downloads don't always lead to a loss in sales. If people like the songs, they will pay for the real things as long as it's worth paying for.
I've heard that recording studios have also been affected by this. Could you elaborate a little on how this is?
Last but not least, looking at record studios, as music labels branch out and become their own music retailers, they're gaining the ability to bypass third-party sectors of the industry. This disintermediation process allows firms to respond to the demand of customers faster and more efficiently.
Thank you very much for your time.
Love, deceit, and Asian reporters are the cornerstones of the new online music industry. Next week, join us as we follow Krishna and his adventures in Africa.
Peace.